Sauer, 5th ranked. And I watched Kiefer all day, and in her first bout today in the 64, she is ranked in the top 16. The fencers in the top 16 do not have to fence yesterday, 2 days ago's qualifying. So they don't come in having fenced, but they're used to it. But she came in looking a little bit cold. She just didn't look at the top of her game, a little sluggish. But I will say she's improved along the way. And as we discussed at the Open, she was down 11-2 in about to get here. And you almost never see a comeback from that. At 11-2, you're already thinking about what you're going to have for dinner. But she wasn't. She was thinking about how to get to the semifinals. And she's here and made this incredible comeback before a raucous crowd. And we're ready to begin. Attack from the right from Kiefer. Off target, no touch. There's the attack. You see the green light. So the target area in foil is that electric jacket. If you hit on the legs or on the top of the mask, it's off target, a white light. It's akin to a foul ball in baseball, and it doesn't count as a touch. Kiefer at the back of the end of her piece there. She goes off that as a point for the opponent. Kiefer is just so quick and squirmy, as a small target is very hard to hit. She has an incredible point. She can hit from all different types of angles. When you get into infighting, she's able to put the light on. And this time Sauer did to Kiefer what Kiefer did to Sauer in the previous action, attacked on her preparation. Now, everyone has to watch. The attack is not determined by the footwork. It's determined by the handwork, the point threatening the opponent's valid target. So keep an eye on the hand, who's moving first. There's 3 3-minute periods with a 1-minute break in between. The first fencer to 15 is the winner. You heard the referee say attack. No, Sauer on the left made a straight attack, and Kiefer somehow squirmed her way out of it and hit on the counterattack. And if the fencers don't reach 15 by the end of the 3-minute periods, the fencer in the lead is the winner. If the score is tied at the end of those 3-minute periods or 9 minutes, then there's a priority determined by lot, and if that final minute goes, the person who had the priority wins. It almost never happens if there's no touch scored in that final minute. And whoever scores the touch, of course, is the winner. Sauer changing the blade because it didn't feel quite right. Blade has to feel just right in your hand. Same as a tennis player, right? The racket has to feel just the right balance and everything. Kiefer on the right made the attack and missed. Counterattack was off target by Sauer. So Kiefer's on the march here. That's another attack off target. This time Kiefer is able to extend and hit on the valid target, on the electric jacket, known as the lame. What a nice touch by Sauer. As Kiefer stepped forward, Sauer took her blade with a beat and made the attack. When you take the blade with the beat, that gives you the right of way as well. If you heard the referee say attack au fer de droite, that means attack on the blade from the right. But it was off target from Kiefer. Not that time. Kiefer is very light on her feet and has a really great point. It's a very deadly combination. That's why she's the defending Olympic champion. Nice riposte there by Sauer. So she scored her last 2 actions by taking Kiefer's blade. Let's watch to see if Sauer continues to do that. So Kiefer is making a lot of attacks. She's hit off target about 4 times. Usually she's very, very accurate. You see more colored lights than white lights, but she's squandered a few of those nice attacks with the off target. Again. There's that point of Kiefer, her infighting, crazy actions in there, and somehow she puts the light on. Watch the infighting. There it was, the remise, which is a second action. Sauer on the left took Kiefer's attack, made the riposte, but didn't hit. Kiefer was able to retake Sauer's blade with a counter riposte and scored. A lot of infighting there. Both fencers like to take the blade. Attack from the right. It looked like Kiefer might have hesitated for a second, but the referee gave her the attack. Opens up a commanding 9-3 lead.
so there's not a delay? Is there any way to make the repeater so there's not like a delay? Like, yeah. Because like on these screens it's so
Kiefer's question may be something.
Yeah. No.
The referee.
Is this one normal?
Maybe the weapons weren't working, or the lights didn't go on. Well, the referee said attack from the right, but it looked like Sauer took that blade with a parry and a riposte. Let's see if they both beat the blade. Let's take a look. Yeah, Kiefer beat the blade too. The rules give it to her. If the referee looks at this and says they both beat the blade at the same time, but gave it to Sauer.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
It was given too far.
Yeah.
And the reason the referee gave it to Sauer is because Kiefer did indeed beat the blade, but beat on the lower third. And when you beat on the lower third of the blade, you're deemed to have been parried. You have to beat on the upper 2/3 of the blade. (9-4). Sauer needs to get to the break and regroup, come up with a strategy here. And that's what she's planning to do. So, a pretty easy going there for Lee Kiefer of the United States in the first 3-minute period. Opened up a commanding 9-4 lead. And at this point, Sauer has to change her tactics. And I would say she has to try some second intention. And what that means is she has to push Kiefer back towards her end of the piece, trying to draw Kiefer's attack and hoping to pick a parry and riposte. But I think she has to make Kiefer a little bit less comfortable than she's been so far. She's been very comfortable, and it's time for Sauer maybe to take some risks, because 9-4 is a big lead. Okay, we're back for the second 3 periods. So Kiefer has other ideas. He's saying, why should I wait for Sauer to change her tactics? I'm just going to continue to do what's working. Riposte from Sauer off target. Attack from Kiefer. So Sauer had to put Kiefer back in the defensive, but the opposite has occurred here. Oh my! Wow, Kiefer just has the timing there. So just caught Sauer flat-footed and just did a feint attack to the back, which is one of her favorite target areas to attack, on the back shoulder. Attack from Kiefer is no, it missed, and then Sauer had the right of way, was able to make her new attack. This is what Sauer needs to do. Push Kiefer back to the end where she runs out of options. She can't retreat out of that box. Wow, Sauer had the parry and the riposte, but you know something? On the parry, she stood up, and when you stand up like that, you lose your point control a little bit. And she missed. Attack with a beat from Kiefer off target. Still the attack from the right. You can see that Sauer's red light went on first, but she did not have the right of way. Kiefer was coming forward, attacking, threatening Sauer's valid target. And a remise from Kiefer, and I think Sauer's having trouble here, even getting inside the target area of Kiefer. Kiefer's hand is quicker. Her feet are quicker, her hand is quicker. And that's a deadly combination when you're ranked #1 in the world. Attack off target. Well, there's a sweet one for Sauer. Oh my! How did that get through? Kiefer at the back of the end, leaning backwards, really against the much longer Sauer, was able to somehow throw that lightning strike in, and she's one away from the gold medal bout. Attack from the left off target. Attack from the right, and Lee Kiefer is into the gold medal bout in front of her hometown fans as they give her some polite applause. Coaches shake hands, thank the referee. There's your first winner, Lee Kiefer. Another day at the office for her. Next up, we're going to have the 15th ranked Lauren Scruggs of the United States against the 7th ranked Ariana Arrigo of Italy, two-time world champion.